Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about our gold. Now the gold situation is going to be extremely a short topic in my opinion. So obviously in this game, we need a crap ton of gold. Knowing me, I usually run out of gold. I have always run out of gold. I've always had less than 10 million gold. I will jump around selling pieces of gear, some of my penguins and all that. So basically, I decided about a month ago, actually not even a month ago yet, on the 16th of December, I think. I will fact check that. But I think it was like December 12th or December 16th, somewhere around that ballpark, I started farming unrecorded history. So the best way to really farm this gold in this game is going to be from Stigma, getting the Stigma, and selling penguins. So right now, we go over here. I just some of my Stigma I had last night. So we do have penguins already ready to go. So we go here, sell penguins. You're going to see that we're going to get a lot of gold. Now, where have I been getting all this energy from? Now, I have pretty much gotten all this energy from just the game giving it the leaves to us. Now, I did spend money to buy some Burning Passion Packs. Burning Passion Packs does give you quite a bit of leaves. I do understand that. But again, it's all about gold, right? So right now, this was about 800,000 Stigma. So we got 84 million gold on top of whatever gold we got from just farming the quests alone. So I can resell this, and boom, we are currently at 425 million. If you go back into a couple of my arena videos, you will see my gold was extremely low. And then randomly, I think last week, I uploaded a video where I had like 300 million gold. Yeah, I pretty much decided to sell my Stigma and get all the penguins and sell them. So again, that is pretty much how you get a lot of gold. Now, best place to really farm gold is going to be, or Stigma I would say, is going to be in unrecorded history. Unrecorded history, or the Deanne story, is the best place to farm. Now, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, unrecorded history is just slightly better than the Deanne story in terms of EXP, right? So over here is going to be 30. 30 is highly recommended what you should be farming. I do have a lot of rings. You can see I have 553 rings just from farming all this. Now, in terms of artifacts to really help you as well along the way, it is going to be artifacts that have increases the XP acquired by heroes in the team by 15%. Ideally, you want one of your heroes to have this. If you don't have the 15%, the 10% is perfectly fine. Now, these do not stack, so you could only use one. Do keep that in mind. It does not matter if they are different names. As long as they are the same effect, you cannot use them. It sucks. Trust me, it really does suck. So you want to make sure one of your characters does have the XP acquired by heroes in the team by 15%. So do keep that in mind. Next, you pretty much want to friendship farm with the other two. Now, again, this is just to farm XP on them, get your more gores, and pretty much that's it. Otherwise, you can farm with whatever. But ideally, the other two characters, you want to have the increased friendship acquired after completing a stage in adventure to maximize your runs and actually get the most for your runs, right? Because obviously, you want a friendship farm on top of the XP boost, on top of, you're farming Mologoras for the characters. Again, then friendship 10, you get more Mologoras, and you are getting more XP just because you're farming unrecorded history. Again, unrecorded history is slightly better than Deanne's story, if I remember correctly, so do keep that in mind. So currently we have farmed about 100,000 AP. It's not that much. Again, I've been farming every day. Whatever leaves they do give us. I have not really touched my Skystones. My Skystones are only lower because I do spend Skystones to get an XP buff. So I'm gonna talk about that next. So again, all the energy I've been using is from these new what's it called, stuff they've been giving us in terms of where you exchange and this special event where over here where you are able to exchange like the cakes and all that for more energy. That's pretty much all I've been using on top of buying the Burning Passion Pack. So do keep that in mind. I've not touched my Skystones. I've just been using leaves. Like right now is currently a Burning Passion Pack and some little cheap decent packs. Again, this does speed up the process in terms of farming a lot of gold. I've been just touching unrecorded history every day ever since I made a video on Rift saying I'm done farming Rift and just going to farm unrecorded history because my goal is going to be 1 billion. Now, let's talk about the Skystones in terms of where I'm buying my Skystones. So, I will spend 300 Skystones every 3 days because I will be buying this 50% XP booster. This is 100% worth it in my opinion if you are not free to play. If you are free to play, this is personally up to you. I just think 50% XP buff is absolutely insane, and I highly recommend you actually pick this up if you are trying to farm gold. You don't need it, but I highly recommend it. It's really good. If you have the Skystones to burn, up to you. Again, I'm just telling this right now. I spend money on the game. So it just really comes down to you if you really want to buy it or not. 300 Skystones is whatever for me. I'm just saying that right now. It's really worth it. But again, if you are interested in farming some stuff in terms of Stigmas, the best value, especially with a buff coming up this weekend. I think in 2 days from now, we are going to have the XP buff. And then the day after that, we have all the buffs available. So get your money's worth, get your Skystones worth. I think it's 100% worth it, especially during buff periods, because you're going to have about 110 XP buff. So, only if you bought the other pack. If you don't have the other daily pack, you don't need it. I'll say that right now. You don't really need this daily pack right here. You don't really need it. But 10% more XP does go a long way when it comes to getting Stigma, so do keep that in mind. Now, I did not have this for about a week or so I bought it again today. As you can tell by 30 days left, I did buy it today. You don't really need this. It's just for me, but it does help a little bit. It does help quite a bit. It does stack up eventually. When you look at the final numbers, it will give you a little decent chunk. But again, you don't need this one. I do highly recommend, if you are spending money on the game, buy this. 100% buy this. I was thinking about doing this a giveaway because it is only $5 and just buy it for a couple people. I was debating about that, but I'm not too sure yet. If anything, I'll probably do that later. Don't really want to do that now. But again, in terms of everything, that is pretty much what I highly recommend, because right now, currently, with the XP booster that you buy for 3 days, with the guild buff, and basically the pack that is worth $5, I have currently a 70% XP buff. Once the buff hits from our buff event we have this weekend, which is I think in 2 days, the AP buff and EXP buff, it is going to be jumping up to about 110. It's 110 or 100%. Not too sure really what it is. I think it's 100. I'm pretty sure it's 30% increase for AP and Stigma and XP. So again, it is extra amount. But again, I do highly recommend it. And if you are trying and struggling for gold and be set for gold for a very, very long time, I would highly recommend this. Again, I had a lot more gold than this, but I had to re-roll for basically Young Senya Pity and 80 summons for Hua. So it did hit about my goal. I should have about 450 million right now. But again, I had to waste like 25 million, maybe more, on re-rolling, hoping I get Hua and Young Senya, which I got both of them. But again, it is quite a hefty amount of re-rolling. But again, personally up to you. Again, you do get a badge at 1 billion if you don't know that. So if you go over here, add a profile card. There is a little badge if you do care for the profile card. I do care for it, but I don't think I'm ever going to use this 1 billion one. Where is it? This one. So you do get at 1 billion, reach a concurrent goal of 1 billion gold at one time. So I do want to get that just for collector's sake. And because why not? Why not get a lot of gold? Because once I'm done farming unrecorded history, I'm done. I'm never going to farm it again. I'm just going to go sit in hunts and rift, and that's really about it. Never going to worry about gold for a very, very long time. But other than that, though, that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, let me know down below, and I will see you guys later on. Peace out.